Speaking of people enrolled in parties, the Daily News just put out an op-ed a couple of days ago saying that the Independence Party line should be renamed for November. Now, there was a survey 10 years ago that found that 85% of people who were enrolled in the Independence Party thought they were unaffiliated with any party, because when you sign up to vote, you can check off no party, but there were people who were checking off independence, thinking that meant they were an independent. And a lot of people got confused by that. And arguably, that party chose its name to confuse voters, to trick them into signing up for that, not knowing what they were getting into. So what do you think about that? Right now, they're not recognized as a party, so you can't enroll in that party when you sign up to vote. But Lee Zeldin is seeking that line in the November general election. So if successful, he'll be listed as not just the Republican candidate, but the Independence Party candidate, maybe causing more confusion.
Yeah, it's been a long-standing controversy, as you know. The people are thoroughly confused about the Independence Party. Maybe they should add another name, or make it a two-letter party, Independence or something. But I think it's a legitimate issue.
I believe when it first started, it was known as the Independence Fusion Party, and they were forced to change it to
right. Yeah, I think it's very confusing. I do believe that people are kind of misled by it. But Zeldin, of course, is looking at it as just another line, right? The more lines, the better. He doesn't care. Neither, everybody vies for. We have the Sam Party. We had I was the Reform Party candidate for mayor, as well as the Democratic Party in 2017.
We should all not forget the rent is too damn high party.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Jay.
That's one of the most important parties right now, I think.
Yes, absolutely. And that gentleman made tremendous headway, by the way. As you know, he was, what was his name?
McMillan.
McMillan.
Yeah. He was all over the place.
Yeah,
he was. I think they had him on Saturday Night Live at one point.
Yeah, I mean, he was ahead of his time, especially if you're looking at what the rents are like right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I can see how people are getting confused. Jimmy McMillan, James said
Jimmy
in the chat.
Right. That's right.
But I can see how people are getting confused. Like I said, independence versus independent. Could they just have a line right above the choice thing that's saying that there's a difference between being independent and being Independence Party, or just instead of saying independence, put Independence Party, or even put no party as the first choice, so that people catch that before they get down to independence?
Well, the reason why they put no party on the bottom is because they're giving you the option to vote in a primary, which goes back to what Sal was trying to do. Right now, you have to be in one of these parties to vote in a primary. So it's basically saying, do you want to be able to exercise this right to vote in New York City? Because it comes down to the primary. So they're saying, hey, listen, if you want to have a say, you got to pick one of these. If you don't want to, okay, you got the no party choice. But the Daily News is saying it's confusing. I agree, it's confusing. The problem is, the law is the law. I mean, you would really need to change the law to say that, to say, you can't have a name that sounds similar to independent, or it's going to confuse voters into thinking that they're not with the party or something like that. Right now, the law doesn't say that. So they are within the law to do it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, to mitigate that confusion, they could put that line right above the selection box that says, put no party first. No party means you're independent, and you don't have access to any party primary. And then people kind of have a little bit of an idea of what they're doing. I mean, some people are still going to get confused, but I mean, to mitigate that, put some kind of line in.
Jay, you're being rational right now. Once again, the political insiders don't. What benefits the incumbents is the key, right? More confusion is helpful to the incumbents. I mean, and Mike knows this. He negotiates this stuff all the time. I mean, Mike, we wouldn't need as many election lawyers. So gotta be careful.
But I'll be all right. I'll find something else to do. I think that's a good point, Jay, though. They really could, when you sign up to vote, be more clear as to what it is. They kind of just assume everyone's an expert, and people aren't. The Independence Party did lose its ballot line by not getting enough votes for governor. So now when you sign up to vote, you don't even have that option. So hopefully people aren't being confused. But there is a risk in November if it appears on that ballot. when people vote.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, Cuomo changed the rules, as you know, Mike, for the number of votes you need to be an established party. I think he doubled or tripled them. I mean, so that you only have two other parties right now, right? The Working Families Party and the Conservative Party.
That's right.
That's it. Besides the duopoly.
Republican, yeah.
I think we should just start the Nuance Party. Mike, what do you think?
Jay, it's all about nuance, my friend, as you know. It's all
Absolutely.
about
Fusion
nuance.
voting in New York City, so we always could make that a third line. You know, why not? If someone's making an independence line, and it's not an official party, you can pick whatever name you want, as long as it doesn't confuse voters with another existing party.